The U.S. Department of Agriculture is moving forward with $1 billion of cuts to programs meant to address food insecurity. Today in Springfield, lawmakers held a hearing discussing the impacts of those cuts and the threatened tariffs from the federal government. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Cole Hinkey, has more.
Lawmakers once again tried to get a grip on the impacts of federal cuts, this time to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
It definitely puts you in a more precarious spot.
In a committee Tuesday, experts broke down the impacts on state programs to tackle food insecurity, which will get hit by the $1 billion cuts the agency announced this week.
We go to pull down monies that, again, were contractually agreed upon for reimbursement. It does happen, it doesn't happen, it's late.
And university officials discussed the impacts cuts could have on their research. U of I has already had to pause some programs, pause hiring on graduate students, and is now on uneasy ground as they plan their future projects.
You know, we are stewards of the dollars that they give us to do this research. Uncertainty, is really making it difficult to plan ahead. But we continue to focus on the research that we do, on the research that have impact to society.
And they also discussed the instability caused by the flip-flopping on tariffs. The fear of retaliatory tariffs from other countries could shake up an already struggling market for farmers.
I think the bigger question again is what are the tariffs going to do? How does that play out over long term? And our policies even really ready for this?
But for all of the discussions in Springfield, not a ton can be done without federal action. The state can't afford to backfill the money for these programs, which is what Republicans hit on during the committee.
We're talking about issues today that none of us here on this committee can vote on. These are all national issues, so I hope that we look at it respectfully, that we are not grandstanding and turning the Agriculture Committee into a political pawn.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hinkey.
State is also still not receiving millions of dollars for food programs that were supposed to get federal funding. These are programs that specifically target food insecure communities.